Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Tunkara. Yesterday, the Honorable Supreme Court of India, two judges bench, they felt sorry to see that it is troublesome that the dispute between the bar and bench came to such a stage or reached such a stage. So, while deferring the judgment in the case of Yasin Narendra versus State of Bihar or High Court of Gujarat versus High Court of Gujarat 2021, the Supreme Court held that the bar and bench relations should be cordial, but they should not be controversial. And no doubt there should be some criticism. Definitely it is a part of democracy. Even the advocate, learned friends, they can comment on the court. But he should not cross the limits. Anyway, the matter is posted to October 7th of this year. But anyway, the problem is regarding the punishment. If you go into the details of the case, it will be better for you to know as to the root cause, the problem of the incident. You may be knowing Mr. Oja. He has served more than 20 years, I believe, as the chairman of Bar Council of Gujarat. A vociferous speaker, but outspoken person. That's the main problem. Outspoken person. He doesn't have control over his tongue. Last year, he has commented or he has outburst against the High Court of Gujarat. The main comment is he held that in a Facebook live presentation, he noted that the High Court, the registry in the High Court of Gujarat is a gambling den. You can understand. Those rich and influential people, those who can pay the heavy stakes, they get the cases earlier. Those who do not pay, their cases will be postponed for months together. This is the comment by him. So, no doubt, you can comment. Even M.L. Sharma, Supreme Court advocate, he also filed a public interest litigation about the registry of the Supreme Court. This problem will be there everywhere. Because simple example I will tell you. Suppose if Mr. Raghuram Krishna Raju was arrested, immediately the next day it will come up, the matter will come up. When Mr. that NDTV, that man was arrested, next day it came up hearing, so bypassing all the other, of course, maybe with the permission of the judges, because the judges may think that it is the highest importance, maybe depending on the advocates like Harish Shah and others, it may happen. But there is a way to express your grievance. It is not the way to say that it is a gambling den. So it has taken, the High Court of Gujarat has taken up the matter suo motu, issued a contempt notice, and of course he has apologized, but the apology is not true to his sense. Ultimately, the judgment was that he has to pay a fine of 2,000 rupees and 1 month jail and things like that. So he has appealed before the Supreme Court. So in the Supreme Court also, the problem is he is designated as a senior advocate. That senior advocate gown was, the designation was stripped off. He was stripped off the gown. That means he could not practice in the court, and the matter has come up before the Supreme Court. So the advocates on behalf of Narendra Oja, they pleaded that no doubt his language, actually Mr. Oja was canvassing the problem of or the cause of the bar, but the language used by him and the way he conveyed caused the problem. But of course, immediately Justice Naveen Sinha, I believe, he stated that it is a chronic problem, not only once. This is the third time for him to lose his tongue, whatever he wants to. See, he says apology, but once again, he loses his tongue. This is not what is expected of a senior advocate. And now he promised Oja would never contest the elections, right? So due to the differences between the bar council, some advocates, definitely every organization will have supporters and defectors also. So since there are differences between the advocates and the bar council, so this has issues as corporate, and ultimately he has to be stripped of his gown. So the advocate on behalf of OJA pleaded that please take it as on compassionate grounds. So OJA's speech, of course, because of OJA's speech only, the roster system has come into place. These are all the pros, right? So Supreme Court said that it would consider, because the Constitution has given absolute powers to the Supreme Court in the contempt cases. So you know all that Supreme Court is a court of record, and therefore we know what to do. We can do what we can do. But the problem is the relations between bar and bench should be cordial. We don't want, since already he has served a part of the punishment, we want to take it a lenient way. But the problem is whether he will reform himself or not. It will, anyway. So for this time, these orders will be kept in abeyance. Of course, judgment will be delivered later. But if he once again involves, if any infraction of the orders are there, Gujarat High Court can take any action, including the life ban also. So this judgment, why I am mentioning this thing here, number one, please remember the bar and bench relation should be cordial. At the same time, no doubt, you can definitely comment on anybody, you can express your opinion, but it should be cordial, it should be up to the level. The language and tenor you should keep in your mind, and your tongue always should be in our control. Otherwise, these things, such type of bad incidents will come into existence. Friends, hello my dear friends and students. For students, this is an eye-opener and for the fellow advocates, please observe the incidents carefully and have a control over tongue. Thank you very much.